Hi, good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Shiprocket SHIVIR 2025 Curtain Raiser. We're absolutely thrilled to have you all here as we take you through an exciting preview of India's most awaited commerce conclave, Shiprocket SHIVIR 2025, the AI commerce event made for Bharat. I'm Harshda Rawat, Associate Director, Growth and Marketing at Shiprocket, and I'll be your host today. We've got an exciting session planned, packed with insights, sneak peeks, and exciting updates as we count down the grand event. Before we dive into today's session, let me take you through the exciting agenda. We'll start with a flashback to Shiprocket SHIVIR 2024, reliving last year's standout moments, what to expect in this year's Shiprocket SHIVIR 2025. Next, we'll explore funding opportunities and here our speakers will cover on business growth and strategy at this year's Shiprocket SHIVIR 2025. We'll begin by taking a quick look back at the remarkable moment from Shiprocket SHIVIR 2024.
Very exciting day at the fourth edition of the Shiprocket SHIVIR. Aapki unnati ka sathi. Can we have a big round of applause on that, please?
That was an incredible look back at Shiprocket SHIVIR 2024, a truly huge event filled with invaluable sessions and amazing partnerships. From keynote sessions to panel discussions, from Shiprocket Bazaar to awards and recognitions, and not to forget the fantastic networking opportunity with the brightest mind in the industry. With so many experts and thought leaders sharing their insights, it was a knowledge packed experience. And this year, we are taking it to the next level, bigger, better, and more impactful than ever before. Now, let's take a moment to meet two of our incredible leaders at Shiprocket who will be hosting today's event. First, we have Atul Mehta, the CEO of domestic shipping at Shiprocket. With over 17 years of experience across the FMCG, e-commerce, and technology industries, Atul have been driving a driving force behind Shiprocket's growth. His deep industry knowledge and strategic vision have played a pivotal role in shaping the company's domestic shipping strategies, ensuring Shiprockets continues to lead in innovation and customer satisfaction. As CEO, Atul is committed to expanding Shiprocket's footprint and delivering cutting edge solutions to our clients. Next, we have Kautilya Pandey, the head of growth and marketing. A strategist at heart, Kautilya blends over 15 years of expertise in FMCG, consumer tech, and fintech industries. His innovative marketing strategies and deep industry knowledge are key to driving Shiprocket's growth and staying ahead in the market. Kautilya's strategic brilliance has been a key driver of Shiprocket's growth and marketing success. We are eager to hear from you. Over to you, Kautilya.
Thank you, Harshita. Hello, everyone. Good morning. In the last few years, folks, I think what we have seen is this incredible energy across the country, where we are seeing entrepreneurs, sellers, D2C brands kind of coming up with new innovation, coming up with really big ambitions to make it big in this country. And what does Shivir do? Shivir essentially provides all of us a platform to the entire ecosystem, be it the entrepreneurs, be it the marketeers, be it the technologists, be it the investors, right? To come together and co-create solutions, brainstorm real problems, come up with innovative solutions that can help us drive this growth forward. So we are really we have seen Shivir make its mark on the ecosystem in the last few years. This year is going to be really exciting. And you know why? Because we know that AI is the theme. AI is not just knocking in on our doors. AI has kind of already come inside. We have seen changes happen across the ecosystem, be it in terms of creating ad copies, be it in terms of running operations, be it in terms of writing code, or even predicting demand. Everywhere across the board, AI has already started reshaping how e-commerce is being run. But if I'm being honest with you, it's full of jargon. It's very complex. It's not easy to be on top of what is happening in the ecosystem. So that's the reason why this year the theme is AI commerce event for Bharat. क्या करने वाले हम लोग इसमें? In this year हम लोग AI को use case driven बनाने वाले हैं. Jargon से हटेंगे, real life use cases cover करेंगे, and we will essentially talk about how we can use this in our everyday life to kind of run our business more effectively and really unlock hardcore growth, right? We are talking about real answers. We are talking about clarity. We are talking about simplicity. All of it will be use case driven. All of it will be run by essentially people who are in the trenches doing this day in and day out. So in this year's event, we're not going to be talking about AI. काफी हो गई बातें. We are going to be talking about using AI, doing AI in our everyday lives. And I hope, really hope that this is something that will be extremely useful to every single participant that kind of wants to and kind of attends the event in person in Pullman this year. First of all, I think from our use case perspective, we are not really going to talking about future. Future तो बहुत दूर की बात हो गई. We are talking about present. तो आपको क्या मिलेगा? We are essentially be talking about how is it that you can build your business now in India, in Bharat, for Bharat, by using the power of AI at your command. So let me give you a sneak preview into what this event is going to be about. First of all, let's start with inspiring keynotes, right? We are talking about folks who have built their business grounds up in this country. The biggest of who's who of the country, right? We are talking about Vijay Shekhar Sharma from Paytm. We are talking about Shraddha Sharma. We are talking about Sarthak, CS Sarthak, right? Everyone who has actually created a mark in this country and built their business and scaled it to massive scales, they are going to be coming and talking about how is it that they went about their journey. Hopefully, you will find it inspiring. You will find it something that can get you to the next step. When we talk about master classes in Shivir, it's not really a class. We are actually going to dig deep. We are talking about playbooks. We are going to talk about experiential zones. We are talking about how you can go in the master class and come out with playbooks that you can use in your business, in your everyday life, and really unlock disproportionate growth. We are going to have really powerful personalities coming in for fireside chats. There will be experiential zones. You will actually see virtual try-it-ons. You will actually see real-time AI-led trends which you can use to empower your business. And over and above that, we'll actually cover a short note on identifying, recognizing, and really calling out businesses who have made their mark in this in the country. So this is going to be a power-packed day. A lot of action will happen across throughout the day in the event on 11th of July. And I really look forward to seeing all of you there and participating in the same. Okay, before we move on with the detailed agenda, because all of you kind of decided to participate here and be a part of the sneak peek, there's something really big that we wanted to announce here, and hopefully you will also kind of get a first movers advantage here, right? So in this year's event, we are coming up with something called Shiver Moonshots. What is Shiver Moonshots? Shiver Moonshots is gonna give a platform in line with what Shiprocket and Shiver is all about. It's gonna give a platform to the upcoming entrepreneurs of the country to go face to face with who is who of the VC world and really go ahead and pitch your business idea. And hopefully, if you are able to make it work, there's actually real capital at stake here. The VCs will hear your pitch. If they are sold on the pitch, you are gonna kind of get invested in by those partners. We are talking about capitals up to as high as rupees 5 crore. And it's not just about capital, by the way. We are also talking about actionable feedback and mentorship. Just imagine the chance that everyone in our ecosystem will get when they present to the who is who of the VC world and gets direction from them and guidance from them about how is it that they're thinking about their business and how is it that they can unlock it and take it to the next step. Don't miss out on this chance. Right after this call, all of you will receive an email and a WhatsApp about how is it that you can register for this Shiver Moonshots. We will actually be shortlisting only a handful of sellers who will become a part of this event and get an opportunity to pitch to the who is who of the VC world. So look forward to actually seeing a lot of participation in the same. Moving on, I think what we wanted to do in this session, folks, is we want to cover about what is it that you can expect to see in Shiver. हमें क्या मिलेगा? Why should we come, right? And I think the best person to talk about it and really give you a flavor of क्या होने वाला है Shiver 2025 में, I have Atul with me. Atul, welcome and thank you for joining us. Would love to kind of hear your perspective on why should me as a seller, as an entrepreneur, as a part of this ecosystem, which is e-commerce ecosystem in the country, why should I be a part of Shiver? क्यों आना चाहिए मुझे?
Got it. No, thanks for Kautilya for the intro and welcome everyone who's there on the call. I think Shiver for me is the biggest conclave about e-commerce in the country. When we started it 2 years back, it was our humble attempt to say, let's bring e-commerce ecosystem together. Let's bring all the participants, all the entrepreneurs, all folks who are building, as well as all folks who are helping the ones who are building under one roof. And a day of networking, a day of knowledge sharing, a day of thinking new on what can we do together as an ecosystem of participants and ecosystem partners coming and sharing on the capabilities they are building, which the e-commerce world can take forward and can adopt to make their business better. So it's a very exciting day for anyone who is doing e-commerce or thinking of doing e-commerce. The type of people you'll meet, the type of stalls you'll see, the type of sessions you'll have, it's very enriching. Last time we had 1,200 or 2,000 plus participants, 1,000 plus sellers. Imagine like all of them coming together, discussing, sharing their what has worked for them, discussing their challenges. Some 25 ecosystem partners who had put up their stalls, sessions from the who's who of e-commerce, sharing their tidbits and insights on, as you are doing your e-commerce journey, how should you go about doing that? And this year it's the AI edition. And I think what we want to bring alive for the e-commerce community, for the sellers, is how seamless it is today and how some of the tools we are building or the rest of the ecosystem partners are building can make your life even better, can give you leverage, can help you improve the experience you are delivering so that you can scale faster. You can make your brands bigger, you can innovate faster, and you can experiment faster. So, like I said, it's potentially the biggest day in e-commerce in India when you have so many people, so many partners coming together under one roof, right from the smallest of entrepreneurs who are starting off. We had folks from colleges who are thinking of doing drop shipping attend Shivir, to the founders of some of the biggest brands who have been on Shark Tank, be there at Shivir, either to listen into some of the stalwarts or share their experiences, and a lot of ecosystem partners being there. So that's, yeah, I think that's what is there at Shivir for everyone.
Atul, can we get a 2-minute preview on what we as Shiprocket are bringing to Shiver this time around? Any new announcements in the pipeline?
Yeah, there are quite a lot. I won't share the details here, but there are a lot of new launches which we are going to unveil at Shivir, both on the logistics side. There are a few things which we are doing on core shipping, but more importantly, I think outside core logistics, we have been building quite a lot of stuff for our sellers and merchants. Whether it is on the conversion side, whether it is on quicker deliveries, or whether it is on access to capabilities which can help them grow their business more, on the sourcing side, on the capital side. And there's a lot of exciting stuff which is going to get unveiled. So stay tuned. It's not a lot of it's not limited to what we are doing on shipping, but a lot more which can now start helping you grow your business in the most seamless manner.
Wonderful. Look forward to it.
Yeah. And look forward to having all of you there, guys. For all of you on the call and your peer set who has anything to do with e-commerce, I think it's just a fulfilling and enriching day. Last time also, I had a few friends who were thinking of doing e-commerce. I asked them to be there at the event, and the experience for them was amazing, right? Like, it's such a impactful 12 hours, and with such a wide width and such a great mix of participants that you end up learning a lot. And that's why I'm excited about what we unfold on 12th of July. We have some really, really exciting partners on Shivils. I talked about, it's not only our event, it's an event for the community. We happen to be organizing it. And the intent is to bring all of them under one roof together. Last time also we had like an amazing lineup, and this time again we have Google Cloud and KPMG as one of the key partners for us during the event. So we have Naren from Google. Naren, how excited are you of being part of Shivir this year? And what are your expectations from the event?
Hey, hi Atul. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, loud and clear.
Okay, great to meet you. Thank you for inviting me to this curtain raiser. We're both alumni of Amazon, so I don't know. I just thought I should let you know that we share some past connections and probably have crossed paths in the past. But just a quick introduction, Atul Kautilya and rest of the guys on the call. My name is Naren. I lead the AI business for Google Cloud in India, and this is such a massive moment and opportunity for us to partner with Shiprocket in this year's Shivir. I think it's an amazing opportunity and an opportune time. I think the timing couldn't have been better, Atul, with what's happening in the world of AI, generative AI, and everything else. I think the way people used to imagine businesses in the past and the constraints that were there in building, scaling businesses and various parts of the business have just disappeared with generative AI. The capabilities on agentic AI with the newer models and with newer capabilities is supremely good. I think sellers on the platform should have the confidence that now the ability to quickly scale, to not be worried about various things. And I'm sure both of us together, and our partnership, Google's partnership with Shiprocket is also very strategic. So in that sense, how the ecosystem is leveraging some of these generative AI capabilities across the spectrum is going to be, I think, the major highlight what we want to showcase. We want to showcase as part of the Shivir, what we are doing in the area of AI specifically for e-commerce, for D2C, and there's a lot of excitement. I don't want to reveal everything in today's curtain raiser, but I think you will be pleasantly surprised on stuff that we will demo, especially some of the stuff that we have on, for example, customer support and customer experience. How virtual agents can now handle scale businesses and consumer interactions, etc. I think it's going to be amazing.
Awesome, Naren. I think very aptly put. The most of the SMB sellers and the D2C brands which we have during the event are genuinely constrained by resources. In that sense, they are not running like an Amazon-like setup. They have a smaller setup, and hence tools they can leverage. You talked about customer support, and there are now there is manifestations of AI on what they can do on the shopping experience side as well. So I'm sure there's a lot for them to take away. I'm also equally excited on what capabilities are going to be unveiled for them, on how they can scale their business and how can they create leverage for themselves by automating with better experience, some of the places where, like customer support and a lot more where they can need help.
Yeah, Atul, I just want to add that what is happening, and you correctly pointed out that the leverage that some of the larger players had earlier, both in terms of the tech capabilities, the ability to hire humans and human capital at scale, is no longer a constraint in building large scale businesses. But the other interesting thing that has happened, and those of you who spend time watching reels on Insta at your downtime would have seen that some of the things that are happening on the creative media side
Yeah.
is also taking shape in a very big way. So brands, not only on the whole customer and shopping experience side, but just advertising, like just the ability to create these Gen AI based creative
Yes.
interventions and creating these VO3 is taking the world by storm, man. I'm like the amount of inbound requests we are getting on our video generation model is just crazy. So I think we would like to use this opportunity to see how we can infuse that in their creative process, so you don't have to. And all the large creative agencies are Google's friends, so I have to be careful in what I say today. But to do it at a price point, and to have a creative assistant scaling advertising and performance ads and demand for you, where you're not constrained by having to basically go out there and shoot some commercials and things like that. That's one. And then the ability to create various interventions around that. The ability, for example, one of the big trends that we are seeing, Atul, is can we do videofication of catalogs, right? And there is in price, there's data to prove that video catalogs get 10% more CTR
Yeah.
across the board. So now with these capabilities where you can generate 8-second clips of your catalog at pretty much no cost, is an opportunity that is absolutely incredible for the sellers and for the brands that will attend. And I think it'll open eyes into areas which you had not imagined could be done by generative AI before. So we are supremely excited. We are hoping that mutually both Google as well as the seller ecosystem will gain from this experience. We are there to learn a little bit as well. So we are hoping that it will be an osmosis of ideas, and we'll gain something from attending the Shiver as well.
Awesome, Naren. Look forward to hosting you and seeing you and your team share this with all the sellers. Let me also welcome Nikhil. Nikhil is a partner at KPMG. Nikhil, your thoughts on what are you expecting from Shivir? It's a fusion of like 1,000+ sellers. They are looking forward to knowing more about what is in store for them from your side and otherwise from the entire event. Your thoughts, Nikhil?
Thank you, Atul and Kautilya. Fantastic hearing you, Naren. I think truly, I think it is our moment in the sun. To be honest, I really think that whatever is happening with the whether it is the per capita GDP, the kind of penetration of internet and mobile devices that we are seeing, I think the growth that we are going to see is awesome. I mean, some of the estimates, and Atul, you have sort of seen this earlier. Some of the estimates have pegged this at about 300, 350 billion kind of a USD kind of a growth that we're going to see by 2030, right? So, and there are a lot of interesting developments that have happened. The shape, the canvas of e-commerce, online spending that we are seeing is changing quite rapidly. The one of the first takeaways that I had was that the growth that we are seeing is across the country. I mean, it is not earlier, it is not limited to tier 1, tier 2 cities. The growth is fairly secular. It is quite homogeneous in that sense. The categories that we would have expected, I mean, of course, there is fashion, there is electronics, but with quick commerce, it is not limited to these, but food, FMCG. I mean, we are seeing growth all across, and therefore the opportunity for everyone, for entrepreneurs, for D2C brands is quite immense. I would see is, like Naren also highlighted, I think one of the questions that many of us have is to how do we rapidly scale businesses, and because scale determines a lot of the other factors in this kind of business. But I would say that and one of the building factors for this is technology. And I think in this year we're going to focus exclusively on how do we enable technology, especially AI, to make things happen for e-commerce businesses. So things around what are the specific use cases, and Kautilya mentioned earlier, this is not future looking to say aage kya hoga. This is not going to say that this is something that has been done in some part of the world, but it is all about here and now, to say that how are companies leveraging some of these technologies, how are they leveraging AI across the whole business cycle, right from discovery to personalized interactions, to fulfillment, service, to driving unit costs, lower unit economics. So how do we leverage AI in order to drive success all across and deliver some fantastic customer experience? That is going to be the core focus in this particular year. Everything that we are seeing around us is becoming more intelligent, is becoming more inclusive. So how do we make sure that we are able to latch upon that and make sure that we are able to create success for ourselves and our ecosystem? So that's the focus that we are going to see, Atul.
Nice.
And I'm really excited to be a part of this, and I'm sure there are going to be a lot of takeaways for all the participants here, whether it is individual entrepreneurs, whether it is going to be firms who are going to be participating, also people who are there to understand more knowledge. I think it's going to be a pretty wholesome experience, Atul.
No, thanks, Nikhil. I think one of the things I am hoping the sessions like I'm saying Nikhil and you and the Google team will help demystify is there's this FOMO moment happening right now.
Yeah,
happening on AI. And I can just imagine an entrepreneur and people on the call just wondering what should we do, right?
Yeah.
And you articulated on how can you deploy it in an effective manner across the value chain. I think it's going to be a big delta. And I'm sure the sellers will gain a lot, and look forward to the and look forward to.
I am excited and looking forward, Atul. I mean,
thank you. Thanks for being there for the curtain raiser, and look forward.
My pleasure, Atul. Thank you.
Cool. So we heard from the enablers. Now it's time to hear from some of the entrepreneurs who have been like Raj was there with us last year as well during Shivir. Both of them have been on Shark Tank, have built really great brand. Raj, how was Shivir last year? What are your expectations from Shivir, and what will you share with all the fellow entrepreneurs who are listening to you on the call?
For sure, for sure. Thank you so much. My voice is audible, I hope.
Yes, loud and clear.
Perfect. So last year's what goes, yeah. We just started in the last year. We met many few people. Interesting conversation. Learned a lot from a ops point of view. कि कहाँ cost कम करनी है, कहाँ cost ज़्यादा करनी है. So I think last year was mainly to optimize things from my own end. क्योंकि क्या होता है when you're meeting entrepreneurs, other entrepreneurs, buddy entrepreneurs, you learn a lot. So the expectation this year is the same कि लोगों से सीखना है again because we are still small, we are building, and the agenda of coming over there is let's meet a lot of people, let's understand the all use cases of Shiprocket, obviously the other pieces as well, because when so you meet, you talk about so many things. Like we are talking about generative AI. As a small brand, we are using a lot. We are a 30 people team, became a 100 crore run rate brand. We are very bullish on AI. मतलब हम इतना AI use करते हैं शायद ही कोई brand use करता होगा, I feel. We are 2 people design team and we work like हम जितना content create करते हैं 10 लोगों का content create करते हैं. So my team is like कि sir याला tool दे दो. मतलब I try to be very कंजूस फॉर एनी एक्सपेंस, बट फॉर एआई any tool is there, हाँ ठीक है, try कर लो.
Try कर लो. But that's how they learn also.
Yeah.
It's all about experimentation today.
Yeah. So even I feel from my side, I am so infused by AI that I by myself in night sometimes I'm writing prompt. Yeah, and apart from business, मतलब it's not like it's around business, but हाँ, I'm trying something new. तो मतलब मैं कोई prompt लिख रहा हूँ, कोई game बना रहा हूँ. At the age of 31, I'm building a game. तो मतलब लगता है ठीक है यार, something new. But yeah, too many expectations from Shiprocket SHIVIR. Mainly, I want to meet people, want to know what's going on in the market, trying to understand the use cases of so many things. So yeah, that's the goal.
Awesome, and you are a gifting partner as well. So I'm saying this year, so everyone try to, whoever hasn't so far, I'm sure a lot of us have, but who all those who haven't yet tried Beast Live, they'll get a taste of it. And yeah, I'm saying amazing story of scale up.
Thank you so much.
I remember we met last time, and then like I missed meeting you in office when you were there the other day when you met Sahil, Gautam, etc.
Yeah.
Keep following the journey. Awesome, and I'm sure a lot of entrepreneurs will love to hear from you on how that journey panned out between last Shivir and this Shivir. So while you take away something from Shivir, I'm sure a lot of people will be waiting to take a lot away from you as well.
Yes. Always there to help.
Thanks a lot,
Thank
Raj.
you so
Look
much.
forward to seeing you at the event.
Thank you so much, Atul. Thanks a lot.
And let me welcome Aman Verma. Aman, a co-founder at PrimeBook. Aman, welcome to Shivir. This will be your first time, I believe, on Shivir. Why don't you talk about the brand and like what are you expecting from Shivir, and do you have any surprises for the participants?
Yeah, thank you so much, Atul and Kautilya and every other person who have joined the call. Good afternoon, everyone. Let me just introduce myself because I'm like new in this event. So, and I will also let you know about what we are doing at PrimeBook. So I'm Aman Verma, co-founder of PrimeBook, and I'm genuinely thrilled to be part of Shiver 2025, like a platform that has like over the year become one of the most meaningful stages for D2C founders. And let me just begin by sharing how PrimeBook came to be. Like a few years ago, while sitting in an NSS camp of IIT Delhi, Chitranshu, my fellow co-founder, and I noticed a clear gap in the India's computing ecosystem. Millions of young Indian students, first-time internet users, or the aspiring creators being forced to stretch their smartphone to perform tasks meant for a PC-level computing. Laptops were either unaffordable, outdated, or simply not built for their needs. So that's when the idea of PrimeBook was born, to build a truly accessible personal computing solution that's made for India in India. But as we started building, we realized that it wasn't just a hardware problem, it was a system level problem. So we took the harder route. Instead of just assembling machines, we became a deep tech company. Today, PrimeBook is a full stack tech brand that builds or engineers both the hardware and the operating system. So our in-house operating system, which we named Prime OS, is built to deliver the power of desktop with the simplicity of Android, enabling everyday user to learn, code, create, and explore the potential of the internet without any limitation. And now we're taking this vision even further. Like in coming months, we are launching a hybrid laptop with built-in cloud PC functionality designed to unlock advanced computing capabilities, seamlessly blending local performance with cloud power. So it's a leap towards the future of how laptops will be used. We believe this will completely change how people think about laptops, no longer bound by the specifications, but empowered by the cloud. And like the response so far has been nothing short of humbling. We have sold over 70,000 laptops since our launch across Amazon, Flipkart, our own D2C store, and various B2B channels. Our user being our biggest advocates with like over 20,000 reviews, average rating of 4.4 out of 5 stars. PrimeBook is now being the highest rated laptop in this category. And the industry has also taken a note of this of our innovation. Like PrimeBook has been awarded the most useful gadget for student by Device Next, recognized as the top innovative MSMEs of the year 2024 by Economic Times. We got featured across Entrepreneur India, Your Story, and more. But the biggest reward is still a message from a student in a small town saying that PrimeBook helped me learn something new.
Nice.
So it's been a ride. It's been a ride, building, learning, scaling. But beyond the numbers, what drive us and most of us is the impact, giving a generation of Indians the right tools to learn, build, and dream bigger. Most importantly, earn the trust of a generation that is ready to build on their own. So we have also taken a bold step to go beyond the product, focusing on after-sale experience, customer success, and community building. Because in D2C, the relationship actually starts after the sale,
Correct.
not before it.
Correct.
And I guess that's exactly why Shiver is so exciting for a brand like ours. Because let's be honest, building a D2C brand today is not just about having a great product. It's about getting that product into the hands of the right customer with the right experience and doing it again and again at the scale.
Correct.
And that's not a small task. Like what makes, I believe, Shiver special is that it brings together, and you have also mentioned it, it brings together the full spectrum. Founders, operators, enablers, logistic partners, tech platforms, maybe storytellers, all in one space. And it's not just a conference for us in that case, it's just a community. For example, if you ever had to figure out or your RTO rates, set up your first warehouse or run late night experiments on Shopify store, for example, you know how valuable this community will be for you in future. So for us at PrimeBook, events like Shiver are like less about stages and more about conversations that will spark new ideas, will open new doors, that honestly will make you feel a little less alone in the chaos. So we are genuinely looking forward to being part of those conversations. And to make it a little more fun, we're also giving away PrimeBook to one of the lucky winner, PrimeBook laptop. So if you ever wanted to try one for yourself or maybe gift it to someone who needs it, this might be your moment. I give big thanks overall to the entire Shiprocket team for putting this together year and after year and making it bigger each time. It's founders like us who benefit most from this energy. Can't wait to meet many of you at the main event. Let's build, let's share, and let's grow together, guys. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Aman, and look forward to seeing you at Shivir. Yeah. And like Aman mentioned, there's a lucky prize available for all the participants of the curtain raiser, I believe. So yeah, excited about what lies ahead. Let me just hand over to Kautilya now. We've introduced some of the partners who are going to be there, but there are a lot more. Over to you, Kautilya.
Thank you, Atul, and lovely hearing from you, Aman and Raj. It was absolutely fascinating. Aman, I hope most of the folks on this platform are not going to miss out on that opportunity to get their hands on the laptop. So please don't miss out. Really look forward to kind of meeting you guys in the event itself.
Thank you.
Moving on. We mentioned right in the beginning, we are not going to talk about a lot of jargon. We are actually going to talk about a lot of use cases. We are going to talk about how is it that you can use this power of AI in your day-to-day business. In continuity with that theme, we have AdKriti here. We have very, very deep relationship between Shiprocket and AdKriti as well. We have Danish present here as part of AdKriti team. Danish, what is your expectation from this year's Shivir? And what is it that our sellers can expect from you?
Yeah. Thanks, Kautilya, for having me. Hope I'm audible, right?
Yes, you are.
Yeah. So yeah, like everyone, the main purpose is like to gelling up with the other co-founders, learning from them, and of course taking the feedback from our real user base, like sellers who are going to use our product. So it's like we can connect with get the real feedback what they want, so we can improvise our platform day by day in future, like based on their input and what they actually needs. And again, this Shivir is about the AI, and at this backend is like backbone is the AI, right? So yeah, in the one liner, let me introduce Adkriti. So it's like a AI powered advertising platform for Indian businesses, right? So it's like a simplest yes effective way for the seller to onboard the new customer for their brand or for their customer, for their brand or for their product. Correct. So what where we use AI in our that in section. So it is about advertising, and for the advertising main three factors are like the creative, then targeting and the optimization. Like in the creative means like image, videos, or the headlines and whatever, and the targeting is like showing image to the right audience, and the optimizer, whenever your ad is running, it should be optimized and automated. We use AI at all three aspects of this thing, because in terms of creative AI, like 75% like success of your ad campaign is depend on the creative part. Like 30% of your right targeting, if you do the right targeting, you can boost your conversion by 300 percentage. Plus, if you do the regular adjustment of your campaign, you can boost lead cost by 30% or 40%, right? So we use AI at each three aspect and try to give a best result to our sellers. So far, for 24,000 plus brands, or we can say the D2C brands are our user base. We publish more than 5 CR of our ad spend every month of that sellers. So yeah, we have a good experience. Still, to learn more about what AdKG do and how it can be useful to your brand, please visit our booth at the Shivir. There is a special discount for all the attendees over there. Yeah. So please come to our booth and like learn more about AdKG.
No, thank you so much for giving this perspective, and I think हम सब के लिए, right? This takes away so much time just thinking about क्या creative ideas लेके जा सकते हैं, targeting कैसे करनी है, experimentations कैसे run करना है, and just using this power, right? This the power of this technology and this power of this AI to use to run this at scale. I'm sure most of our entrepreneur friends here will find great value in unlocking growth using this power. So I'm actually extremely excited in kind of being a part of your session and going through what all are the things that we're doing there as part of the same. Which brings me to the next participant, Ajay. Welcome on board. Really glad to have you here as partners for Shiprocket SHIVIR. I would love to get your perspective on how is it that Oxbridge will kind of help enable the sellers, the entrepreneurs of the country in using the power of AI to unlock their next stage of growth, and how is it that you're kind of helping them run their business better?
Great. So thank you so much. I'm really looking forward to Shivir, and thanks for kind of working with us to make sure that we are there as a part of the great initiative that you guys have. So been an entrepreneur myself 3 times, 4 times over. So I know what goes through an entrepreneur's mind when you go through that journey. We've been in business for 20 years now as Oxbridge, and we are the largest company in the trust and authentication business in India. Work with close to about 3,000 businesses in India and in close to about 50 other countries. So the core value we bring to the table is how can we help the ecosystem or the organizations who are going to be participating to grow rapidly in a manner that is safe for them. You know, as an entrepreneur, I know when you're trying to grow rapidly, you know, you have to have somebody who has your back, who's taking care of potential risks, frauds that could be happening in ways that you can't even imagine. In 20 years of experience in Oxbridge, we've screened millions of individuals. We've screened thousands and lakhs of organizations, and we do that digitally using AI extensively, and built a lot of core data. Now, to the sellers and to the organizations who are participating, we intend to give them an experience in the lounge that we will be there on some of these platforms for them to know how easy is it for them to explore, and how easy is it for them to actually take a very simple offering and make sure that whether they're, their customers, their employees, their vendors, their distribution chains, whoever they're using beyond their, core organization, they are kind of good individuals or good organizations to do business with. And if there are areas or there are potential frauds or potential risks, then they should be aware. There are digital offerings, there are digital products, and we will love to kind of have people experience them. That's one. And second, of course, during the day, we have multiple workshop sessions, and people are free to come over to the lounge, attend them, listen to some of our speakers. We will also be, having been in this space for almost 20 years, there are a lot of experts we have access to. We're trying to get some of them over, on specific areas or around fraud and fraud prevention that we would like to kind of take, the participants through. So that's the plan. And of course, just to kind of give everybody that confidence that, on the ease of use of some of our solutions, there will be lots of offers in the lounge, including, vouchers for early adopters and significantly high value vouchers. So those are things that I'm leaving for the last day, for multiple products. So that's the plan, Kautilya, and I'm kind of really excited and looking forward to it.
No, thank you for having you here. Yeah. I think and you called out trust, right? And from whatever conversations that we've had with our entrepreneur friends, with our partners across the board, building that foundation of trust is one piece which is extremely critical, right? That's where you start from. That's where you start unlocking that foundational growth, and the kind of time, energy, effort that goes behind doing that is massive. So really look forward to kind of having you here in the event and hearing from you folks in terms of how is it that our friends can do that at scale and with confidence that it's gonna work. So thank you so much for partnering with us, and really look forward to seeing you there in the event.
Our pleasure. Thank you so much for inviting us over.
Okay, so in line with, as we said, right, when we started out, we said that we are a platform. Our job in Shivir is essentially to provide a platform to the entire ecosystem to help them understand how is it that they can unlock their growth at scale, how is it that they can solve their real world problems, right, real life problems. And when we talk about growth, when we talk about scale, who better to kind of come with us than Amazon? Almost everyone here would have interacted with the platform, almost would be interacting with the platform on a daily basis. A big bunch of us would actually be building our businesses on that platform. And to help us kind of do that better, understand what is it that we are kind of, that Amazon is doing, we have Mayank here. Mayank, thank you for joining us. For context, everyone, me and Mayank go way back. We are very good friends, and I would really want to kind of thank Mayank to join this curtain raiser event.
Thanks,
what is it that
Kautilya.
our sellers can expect from you? What is it that you are kind of bringing to the table? You know that the theme for this year's event is AI for commerce.
Yes.
What is Amazon doing when it comes to AI-based solutions?
Yeah, thanks Kautilya for this opportunity. So firstly, I just generally want to talk about Amazon. Today we are, it's the market leader, India's most visited e-commerce platform, has been ranked the most trusted online platform for 5 consecutive years, and you've got a massive reach of 300 plus unique visitors in the country, right? And with all of that and with the sort of coverage that we have today, Amazon delivers to 99.3% of Indian pin codes. Which is basically all of accessible pin codes is where deliveries happen. There is also massive global reach that the platform provides, right? With customers in over 190 countries. So I think this sort of access is what we are looking to, provide. And for any seller who decides to come on board they have access to Amazon's 1.4 million plus seller ecosystem, which is massive, right? So there are communities for sellers, etc. And when it comes specifically to AI-based solutions, we continuously focus on improving the seller experience by leveraging artificial intelligence. And with ML AI, we are helping sellers now plan better, list better, and have customer engagement on our marketplaces. With demand forecasting using ML, we help sellers forecast demand for their products, ensuring that they maintain adequate inventory to meet customer needs, right? We've also started using ML now for sellers to be able to detect and correct catalog defects. For example, there are times when you leave incorrect product titles or descriptions and images, and our models will detect that and help you create a better customer experience and reduce your returns overall. Our tools also recommend deals and promotions to sellers, right? Helping them increase their sales and attract new customers. Last but not the least, we've also introduced Gen AI listing experience, which enables sellers to create high quality product listings with very little effort. So you can provide an artifact or a description or a URL and our to your website, and we will help you create high quality product detail pages on Amazon. So that's the level of help that we are providing right now, leveraging AI, and it's obviously going to save sellers a lot of time, and we help them in getting high quality listings, which is obviously very important for the right sort of visibility and growth. So yes, that is what is there, Kautilya.
No, this is extremely exciting. I think it is important for us to kind of enable the partners that we have and the sellers that we have to reduce the time, energy, and the effort that goes behind these operational tasks and kind of do it at scale and faster and more efficiently, so that they can invest their time and efforts in terms of growing and unlocking new parts of their business. So this is extremely exciting. Look forward to kind of seeing a bunch of these tools in action in your sessions at Shivir. Following on, I think this time, right, Mang, a bunch of these sale events, etc., are coming up. What makes those special? I mean, what this year? What is it that we should be kind of looking forward to?
Yeah, so Amazon sale calendar is like an open book, except for the final dates per se. But we have like a summer sale, we have a Prime Day sale that happens roughly in July. There's a Great Freedom Sale in August, and then there's a Great Indian Festival, right? Amazon. So what happens in typically, and I would like to urge the seller community here to really actively take part in these sales, because a bulk of the sales of the entire year happen during these events. In 2024, 38,000 sellers achieved record-breaking single-day sales during our festive events, right? And there was a 70% year-on-year growth in sellers crossing 1 crore in sales compared to 2023. Typically, events enable them to drive unprecedented sales velocity. There is enable smaller cities to also compete, right, on a national stage, and this is the time when you can leverage all of Amazon's operational and marketing capabilities to really get onto that growth trajectory. So I would say that you should really be excited about all upcoming sale events. And yes, Kautilya, I mean, we also have a very exciting fast track package designed specifically for Shiprocket sellers, and which we'll be unveiling through the event. But there is something exciting for sellers, for Shiprocket sellers who want to get onboarded onto Amazon, right, and who are not already there on Amazon. So yeah.
Well, if the pitch was not strong enough till now, I think you've already kind of closed that. Folks, if you are thinking about whether to attend the event or not, I'm hoping that last line that Mang mentioned kind of closes the deal for you. Thank you, Mang. Thank you for joining us for this curtain raiser event, and really look forward to kind of both listening to your team there and getting to walk through the multiple tools that you have to share, along with, of course, the package that you just mentioned about. Thank you for joining us for this event. Yeah.
Thank you.
Moving on, you did hear from a bunch of our partners. This is just a snapshot where we wanted to give everyone here a flavor of the kind of partners that we would have in the event, and the kind of people that you would kind of get a chance to listen to. But over and above that, we have a long list of partners who would be joining us in Shivir. We'll have Find, we'll have AdBuffs, we have Cellcore, we have Base, we have DCG Pack, and a bunch of other partners who would be gracing us with their presence in the event. So please ensure that you kind of are present there and you get to learn from the best, and ensure that you are able to get the playbooks and the toolkits that will be available from most of these partners to help unlock your growth faster. I mentioned in the beginning, right? We talked about some absolutely great speakers. people who have made their mark on the ecosystem, people who have made it big, people who, and not just made it big themselves, but also help the ecosystem grow at scale, right? I talked about Vijay being present there as a keynote speaker. We'll have Shraddha Sharma being present there. We have Sarthak Ahuja, we have Mohit, we have Vani, we have Abhishek. So we've got a power-packed lineup of speakers coming in for the event. And I'm sure across the board, across these multiple sessions that you will be a part of during the event, you will get actionable inputs. You will get things that you can take away and use in your business from day zero. So hopefully you'll find it exciting enough and relevant enough. And hopefully through this period, this conversation that we were having, you found the use case that you were looking for to kind of ensure that you are present in the event that we have coming up on 11th of July. Over to you, Harshita.
Kautilya. Thank you, Atul, for sharing those brilliant insights. And I would like to thank all our partners, Naren, Nikhil, Raj, Aman, Danish, Ajay, Mayank, for sharing insights on what you will be covering in this year's Shivir 2025. I would like to move forward to the most awaited event, which is Shiprocket SHIVIR Awards 2025. And I would like to tell you that our prestigious award, these are the designed to celebrate the trailblazer in the e-commerce and technology and other various sectors. From innovation breakthrough to companies setting new standards in customer experience, this is where industry leaders are recognized. Let's dive into the categories that will make this award ceremony an unforgettable experience. Few of the categories like Emerging Brand of the Year, AI Trailblazer of the Year, Fashion and Brand, and Entrepreneur of the Year, Smart FMCG Innovator of the Years. We have mentioned a QR scanner over here, so you all can scan this and nominate your brands for the Shiprocket SHIVIR Awards 2025. Top 5 nominees from each category will be attending the awards selected by a reputed jury. All of you can scan the nomination form over here. Moving on to the most anticipated part of today's event, where we'll be unveiling the ultimate deal. I would like to hand it over to Kautilya for the biggest reveal of the day.
Cool. Let's move to the next slide. Let's not keep our partners waiting. This, as all of you guys know, this is not an open event. This is a ticketed event. We want to ensure that we get the right kind of partners in the event to ensure that the focus is on connecting with the right folks, learning from the right set of folks, and not necessarily get distracted with the crowd. That being said, because you have decided to spend time with us, try to understand about the event, there's a special offer for you folks, whoever has not registered. Please scan this QR code over here and you'll actually be able to access your pass at just rupees 14.99 while the normal cost for the ticket is 24.99. Look forward to kind of ensure and having all of you guys there in the event. Hopefully this is a strong enough pitch, and hopefully you found the conversations that happened throughout the session relevant enough to kind of help sell you on the fact that you need to be present there. You can't miss out on this opportunity. So we said that there was something big planned for all the participants who have decided to join us today. Here is your chance. Don't miss out on this opportunity. Look forward to
I absolutely agree with Kautilya. This is a limited period offer only for the attendees of this event. So I would request all of you to scan this and grab this limited period offer passes. So before we wrap up here, what you need to know. Be on the lookout for your exclusive invite for Shiprocket SHIVIR 2025, where on 11th of July at Pullman Aerocity, New Delhi. Do not forget to register now and save the date. Thank you so much for joining today's event. We are excited to see you all at Shiprocket SHIVIR 2025. Stay tuned for more updates and get ready for the event.